Hello there! In this video I want to introduce to you my idea of the best bike one can have. I think I found it. First I want to start with some background. So over the last months I've had quite some bikes, mostly older ones. Especially the old 26-inch mountain bikes have become my favorites for their looks and versatility. I've also worked a lot on bikes, cleaned them and their components, re-greased, sealed rust, taken them apart and putting them back together. Next to that, I've bought plenty of tools and spent hours thinking about and searching for components. I have learned to adjust rim brakes well so that I have a good response and can quickly block my wheels. Adjusting the shifting of a bicycle is no problem for me anymore, and I can even build a wheel myself now. Apart from these hard skills, I have learned so much about bikes, their history and different models. Once again, mostly about the old 26-inch mountain bikes from the 80s and 90s. Some models have made my wish list, led by the mid-80s Miata Ridge Runner SE, which I really would like to have in my size. While all of this makes me happy and brings me so much joy, there's a problem. But let's go back to the question of what is the best bike one can have. Or let's say you can have. My answer is that it's the bike that you already have. It's not about the bicycle itself, it's about what you do with it. Wait, one might say now. It matters if it's working, if it's comfortable, if it's the right size, if I like its looks. Yes, I hear you, and all that matters. But if you think about it, if the bike checks all these boxes I just mentioned, does this alone make it the best bike for you? No. It's the experiences, stories and rides you have on it. Even if it might be dead uncomfortable. When the bike brought you, for example, you and your friends home quickly from the lake on a nice summer day, just before the big thunderstorm, then it's probably the best bike. If it brings you to work, university, or just a train station day after day, waiting for you when you get back to it to go home, then if you ask me, it's the best bike. If you don't have to worry about it constantly for being so precious, you are always afraid it might get stolen or damaged, or that something on it is not perfect. And if you don't have all these thoughts and just ride it, then that's the best bike for you. Well, and why? Because it repeatedly helps you to be happy and enables you to have good experiences. Still being an object, but almost as a good companion or friend. And sure, the bicycle should not ride like a nightmare, with dysfunctional brakes or shifting, almost flat tires or unround wheels, a rusted chain or whatever. Every bike deserves that little maintenance or fix from time to time that everyone can do with a few tools which are almost basics for a household. So this shouldn't prevent a bike from being the best bike for you. It should also at least roughly have the right size for you, but that also isn't an essential. So why am I talking about this? Well, in the beginning I talked about how much I've been working on bikes recently and collecting them and so on. And I think I have lost the idea of what is the best bike over the last months. And some days ago I went a step back and thought about what makes me really enjoy cycling. And what also maybe led to the fact that I don't enjoy working on bicycles and cycling so much anymore. Well, and that's it, what I just told you. I was thinking too much about the next bike or about fixing something on my bike I'm just riding at the moment. And instead, I should have just enjoyed the ride. Some bikes also have taught me this, like the 1986 Kettler aluminum bike I'm riding here in the video. At the TUM campus, it quickly brought me to the nearby river Isar on the evening of a very hot day, so that I could refresh myself. Isn't that the best bike? Also my Mamachari bicycle I had during my exchange semester in Tokyo. It was old, rusty, single speed, and most significantly, way too small for me. Nevertheless, it allowed me to cycle through all of Tokyo and see so much of this gigantic city. The best bike to me. So, I hope you got the idea and liked it. I mean, what basically got in the way for me was that constant search for perfection and for the next new bicycle. Broadly speaking, the next new thing. I don't want to get into economics or the depth of human behavior here, but you can probably tell by now that this is consumerism. However, speaking of bicycles, I want us all to not search for the pleasure through the next new thing or the promises of perfection, but through appreciating what we already have and focusing on getting the wheel spinning. By all means, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there's nothing better than a new bicycle or upgrading and perfectioning, tinkering on one's own bicycle. But, well, yeah, that shouldn't be the most important thing. Alright, and with that, finally being able to dip my feet here into the cold water of the river Isar, that's it for this video. I hope you like this kind of video essay, and please let me know in the comments what is the best bike for you. Is it the new shiny titanium bicycle for thousands of bucks? Or is it also maybe an old 50 euros Kettler aluminium bike where you didn't have to fix anything except for the bent aluminium derailleur hanger, which luckily didn't crack when I bent it back? Alright, that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.